To introduce yourself, tell us your name and DOC number, please.
My DOC number is 756311.
And state your name for the record.
William Lloyd Kelley.
All right, sir. So let me acknowledge the folks who have joined us. We have Ms. Barbara Williams, who will be speaking on your behalf at the appropriate time. We also have your brother, Mr. Charles Kelley, who is observing. We have Mr. Jeff Terrell and Mr. Janet Terrell, who are representing the victim. Mr. Terrell will be speaking in opposition at the appropriate time. At the end, Mr. Kelley, you'll be allowed to make a statement if you'd like to do so before we go.
Okay.
So, Mr. Kelley, you're classified as a first felony offender. You were sentenced in Union Parish in September of 2020 to a 4-year term for conviction of carnal knowledge. Your parole eligibility date was January 20th, 2022. You don't earn good time, so your full term date is September 21st, 2024. Is all that sound accurate?
That's correct.
All right, your case has been assigned to Mr. Roche.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Kelley.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
I'm doing okay, sir.
Good, Mr. Kelley. You're 71 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, I'll be 72 in about 1 month.
October 15th.
Yes.
Okay. I'm familiar with that date. That's my wife's birthday. And this is your first parole hearing, right?
That's correct.
And you've served approximately 3 years on a 4-year sentence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, tell me about the programs that you've completed in the first 3 years of your incarceration.
The educational programs.
The good time programs, yes.
I was in Bayou Door Cheat, and I got the risk management program. I did the anger management program. Did the empathy awareness program, and that was the 3 I had there.
Okay. Did you complete all 4 phases of your sex offender treatment?
I completed all of them. I have my diploma.
Okay, and when did you complete those programs?
I graduated April 15th of this year.
Okay, that's right on. Okay. Okay. Now, have you had any disciplinary write-ups in 3 years of incarceration?
No, sir.
Do you presently have a job assignment?
No, I applied for a job when I got back here. Before, when I was here, I was worked in the kitchen as a cook for 1.5 years before I got transferred to do the classes. And I just recently got transferred back to Union Parish.
Okay. Are you retired or are you still working?
I am retired, but my wife and I have a real estate and remodeling business that we still operate.
Okay. And what relationship did you have with the victim prior to the offenses?
This was my fiance's granddaughter. Ms.
And
Barbara Williams is my fiance.
who were you married to at the time of the offense?
I was not married. My first wife, I'm a widow from my first wife, but we were divorced.
Okay. And what relationship was your first wife to your fiance?
That was her nephew's daughter.
Okay. So
I'm trying to keep it straight.
okay. So my record shows that your deceased wife was your fiance's sister. Is that correct?
No, my fiance's sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yes,
Okay,
sister-in-law.
Okay. So tell me what your transition plan would be if you were released.
If I was paroled,
Yes,
I plan on going back, being with my wife. She's like my fiance. I call her my wife, but we've been together so long. We're going to continue our real estate and remodeling business. Even though I am retired, I still am in great shape. And I work, and we have a home that we've been buying, and I have everything I really need. I have my automobiles and things like that. I'm on Social Security though.
Mr. Kelley,
Yes,
how old was the victim at the time of the offense?
I would say between 16 and 17 years old, because I was 61 years old at the time. And it's been about, 10 years, 11 years ago. I'm not really sure how old she is right now. I haven't seen or spoken to her in over 5 years.
1 second. Can you see us now?
Okay, now you got it back on. That's good.
Okay. The victim said she was between the ages of 14 and 16. Is that about right?
I was thinking the time was, the year was like 2012.
Okay, but what I'm saying, the victim sent a statement in, and she said she was between the ages of 14 and 16.
Yes,
Does a 60-year-old man have sexual relationship with a 14-year-old that's in the family?
yes.
I just want to understand that. And you admitted to your fiance that you did it. So tell us why and how this happened.
Okay. We had 3 families that would come to a lake house on weekends and holidays. And this happened during one of those times in my bedroom in the middle of the night.
And don't forget, it happened in the camper also.
Sir, I didn't understand that.
Don't forget, one of the occasions you took us to a abandoned camper on the property, and it happened not only in your bedroom, but it happened in a camper.
Well, I was convicted of one count of it. I figured it.
Uh,
Yeah, okay.
You convicted, but I can address the whole issue.
Okay. You're correct.
You pleaded, but I know exactly what you did
Mhm.
and how many times you did it. Okay?
Okay.
So tell me, how could this happen?
I think she was attracted to me, and she came to me, and I should have been the adult in the room and said no, but I did not. And for that, I am 100% responsible for my actions.
So you're going to shift the blame to the victim. Okay, Madam Chairman.
All right, thank you, Mr. Roche. And we do know this happened over a 3-year period. So, Mr. Kelley, you need to be aware that we are aware of that. Let's hear from the folks who want to speak on your behalf. I think Ms. Barbara wants to speak on your behalf. Ms. Williams? You're on mute still.
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
Oh, okay. I just would like to say that he made a mistake, and I feel like that he has served 3 years of that sentence, and I think he's done everything he was supposed to do. And I don't think this mistake will ever happen again, that's for sure. But I think that he deserves an opportunity to come back into society and prove that he has learned from his mistake. And he is, someone I've known for years, since my husband, who is deceased, and his wife were brothers and sisters. So we've known each other for 50 something years. And basically, I've never known anything like this to ever happen before. And I just think that he deserves that opportunity to show that he has learned from his mistake.
Well, thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you joining us today. We'd like to hear from the opposition now, Mr. Terrell.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, so this is very difficult. So I was the one who brought my niece to the sheriff's office, and one of the reasons this is so difficult is I'm in law enforcement. I've been in law enforcement for over 33 years. Currently, I'm with the Louisiana State Police as an investigator. In the past, one of my duties as an investigator was investigating child abuse, sex crimes against children. So I'm very well aware of the effects of this. And the most important thing we need to remember is the victim and what she went through, what she goes through every day, how this has affected our entire family. And it's even very difficult for me because I did not protect my niece. So he could have gotten a lot more time than what he did. My niece I don't think she's going to be here today because it's so difficult for her. So we're here for her. So I do not think you should get out early.
Yes. Hi, I'm Janet. I'm Jeff's wife, and actually Barbara Williams is my mother. So this is a very difficult situation that we're in. Jessica cannot be here. She just could not face Lloyd and this situation. It was way too difficult for her. So on her behalf, I would like to read her statement, if that's okay. Okay. Which you have there in front of you. At 14 years old, my mother was not active in my life. My relationship with my father was not great. At this age, I was lost, and I felt I was wandering through life, hoping I would find love and understanding from those around me. William Kelley noticed this behavior, and he began giving me attention more than the other grandchildren. He was asking questions about my love life, and he also gave me alcohol at times. After a few months of grooming behavior, the request for sexual behaviors began. All these crimes were committed at my family lake house at night when everyone was sleeping. I loved spending time with my cousins and family, and we made great memories. But at night, that became daunting, and my nights were sleepless, knowing what was to come. As an adult, I am haunted with these memories of rape and abuse. I've been diagnosed with PTSD, chronic depression, and anxiety. I've been going to intensive therapy, peer groups, and learning coping skills. William Kelley has made it extremely difficult to live a normal, healthy life. Every single day, I have to choose to get out of bed and not relive every bad moment. Some days are harder than others, but I keep trying. William Kelley took my innocence and any hope that I would become great in life. Growing up, I felt I was only supposed to serve people around me, no matter the deterioration of my own mind, body, and soul. And this led to terrible choices. I ask that you do not approve this parole. Mr. Kelley was only punished for 4 mere years for the pain and damage I will carry for me the rest of my life. Even in jail, he is continuing to hurt me and my family. He has manipulated my grandmother, which is Barbara Williams. We have not spoken in 5 years, and I miss her dearly. I fear once he is out, he's going to hurt more people. Myself and my family have been hurt enough by Mr. Kelley. Please make him finish what little sentence he was given for this heinous crime against me. And I just want to say on behalf of her that, again, since we found out about this parole hearing, she has been extremely upset and distraught, having to relive this all over again. There's no reason for that. He had 4 years, let him serve it out, and then he can go on his way to wherever he wants to go, away from our family. I hate she's having to go through this again, and it's not right. He needs to finish his term for sure. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you so much. Thank you both for your participation. Mr. Kelley, is there anything you'd like to say to us before we vote?
Yes, that I admit I made a mistake, and I learned from my mistakes, and I spent 3 years now incarcerated paying for those mistakes. Like I said, I should have been the adult in the room and told her, no, I'm not going to do this, because in reality, that's where it came, like that. And I have a wife. She's going to be my wife. I'm 72 and she's 77. She needs me at home with her to take care of her and take care of our business. Like I said, I've been an excellent inmate here, and I hadn't had any problem. In fact, I've never been in a problem in all my life, never even traffic tickets. So I don't feel I deserve to just continue in this state of being incarcerated. And so I need to be home with my wife. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I apologize as much as I can. And I've learned from my mistakes.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you very much. I think we're prepared to vote. Mr. Rusher.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Mr. Kelley, based on adamant opposition from the DA's office, that office submitted a very strong letter of opposition saying that you got a break at sentencing and was allowed to plead and only got 4 years. Opposition from the law enforcement, but primarily the victim of this crime is vehemently opposed. The family of the victim is adamantly opposed. In the proximity of your full term date in 2024, I am going to deny your request.
Mrs. Wild.
Mr. Kelley, I've listened and I heard, and to the families, I heard you. My vote is the same for the same reasons, to deny.
Mr. Kelley, I'm really quite alarmed that you have shifted the blame. My vote today is to deny. I think you got a very lenient sentence, and I think you need to serve it. So today, sorry, your parole's been denied.